Here's something I want to share with you. You don't need to get it right. You just need to get started. You know, before I wrote my first fiction book, before I recorded my first podcast episode, before I recorded a video like this, I had this stupid thought in my head that I needed to get it right, that I needed to get it perfect. But when you think about it for a moment, if you've never written a fiction book before, how are you going to get it right on the first attempt? Again, the podcast. How the hell was I going to get my first podcast episode right when I'd never done one before? And the videos. How was I ever going to record the perfect video if I'm only starting off? And a lot of us sometimes put that pressure on ourselves that we have to get it right. And because we feel we have to get it right, we don't start. We're just standing here, we're kind of looking at this big huge wall of perfection in front of us, and we think we need to climb over this on a first attempt. You don't. You just need to get started. And when you get started, you learn something. And then the second time you go back, it's going to be better. The third attempt is going to be better because you've learned something on the second attempt. The fourth attempt is going to be better because you've learned something on the first, the second, and the third attempt. And each time you keep going back, you're going to get better and better and better. Your standards are going to get better and better and better. So that's what I'd say to you today, that if you kind of believe that you need to get it right on your first attempt, you're deluded. You're not going to be able to do it because you're only a beginner. How the hell can you get it perfect on your first attempt? So instead of looking at that big huge wall of perfection and thinking I need to climb over that today, just get started. And when you get started, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to goof up. The things that you're probably going to make, write, record are going to be crap. But you have to start at this level. And you need to learn from those mistakes. You need to be willing to make mistakes, find out what was that mistake, and then not make it in the next attempt. But you know you're going to make another mistake in the next attempt, but you're going to learn from that, and you're not going to make it in the next attempt. So bear that in mind. Don't do that stupid thinking that I used to have, where I believed I needed to get it right. You just need to start. You need to start, and you're going to learn along the way on your little journey. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.